In fact, we should instead not ask the question of why is it that slavery existed? Instead, we should ask the question of who abolished slavery. And I would ask you that question by what text?
I know you're going to say religious people and Christians specifically, but it's a very hard point to make. I know a lot of people like to say that abolitionists used the Bible to justify why slavery was wrong. That's not exactly what happened. If you want to be more accurate, abolitionists used the Bible to justify why slaves should be seen as humans, and then use secular beliefs for why no human should be treated as a slave.
Who was the first person to lead an abolition movement in the West?
The first individual person or the first movement?
Yeah, the first person to successfully abolish slavery.
To successfully abolish it or lead an abolition movement? I'm trying to clarify here.
William Wilberforce. You know William Wilberforce.
I want to be specific. He's the first person to do what?
To
lead an abolitionist
successfully
movement?
abolish slavery as an abolitionist movement in the West, right?
Are you saying he abolished slavery in America?
Well, actually, no. He was from the UK. So I said the West, not America. And he did so why? Because he was a pastor and a believer in the Word. Tell me about Frederick Douglass. Frederick Douglass said we must abolish slavery. Why? And who was Frederick Douglass?
Frederick Douglass is a Protestant Catholic, or was a Protestant Catholic. Oh, did you want to say he was an atheist because you don't believe in his beliefs? Because if you actually read his job, he is a
Protestant Catholic exactly?
It's a group of Catholicism that takes from Protestant beliefs.
Tell me more.
They are a real sect. Just because they're not very popular doesn't mean they don't exist.
Well, tell me about Frederick Douglass, though.
Like what his beliefs were? What do you
Anything.
I need more specific questions. You want me to just tell you about the guy?
Yeah.
Okay. So he was a religious leader and he condemned slavery.
Okay, none of that is true. Actually,
yes, it is. He ran a church. You know that, right?
Frederick Douglass is a former slave, okay?
After he was freed, opened a church.
Yes, okay, and you missed the whole former slave part. And he was the #1 leading abolitionist voice who counseled Abraham Lincoln in person on multiple instances. And he said, and he made the clarion call, that slavery is inconsistent with the truths of the gospel. John Quincy Adams, Thaddeus Stevens, the greatest abolitionists of the West, they did not use Roman philosophy, they did not use Buddhism, they did not use Hinduism, they didn't use Shintoism, they didn't use Islam, they didn't use reason, they didn't use the things of Enlightenment. They used the Bible. Hold on, 1 second.
You can't just throw reason in there.
They used the Bible to abolish slavery. So you can come here and cherry pick verses, but it's Christianity that got rid of the most horrific practice of slavery, and the world is a better place because of it.